This is Unit 10, Formative 1, Video 4, Samples and Surveys. So in this part, we're going to talk about whether things are biased or not. And it could be in the questioning, or it could be where the question is given. So on these, tell whether the survey question is biased and why or why not. Would you rather visit an exciting zoo or a boring museum? Okay. Well, this is going to be biased. Because they're trying to influence your answer. They're trying to say, well, if you pick a museum, you're boring. Okay, but if you pick a zoo, then that's going to be exciting. So it's biased because of the use of adjectives. Okay, so when you come up with sample questions, you got to watch the way you question. Okay, and also when you're given sample questions, you got to listen to what they're asking you. Are they trying to influence your decisions by the wording? Okay. Number 2, what is your favorite flavor of soda? Okay. This, as long as you like soda, this isn't biased. And it's not biased because they're not trying to influence your answer. Oops. Spell. You know, if they did it in front of a grape-flavored soda machine, okay, then the location would be biased, but not the question. All right, so tell whether the survey method is biased, why or why not. Okay, so this is the way they're asking, or where they're asking. It's not necessarily the question that's going to be biased, but the location of the question. So 3, you go to a wrestling match to ask people whether or not they like watching wrestling on TV. Okay, so if you went to if you ask somebody if they like wrestling on TV, that's fine. But they're at a wrestling match, so probably more people are going to like watching wrestling on TV that are at wrestling. So this is biased, and because they are at a wrestling meet. Okay, where if they were in the mall, they would probably get different answers. Okay, it'd be a different combination. Okay, 4, you ask every 5th person down the hallway at your school what their favorite sport is. Okay, this isn't biased because you're not like at a sporting event, okay, and you're not asking everybody that's in a baseball or football jersey. So this is not biased because it's more random. All right, so sampling. There's 3 kinds of sampling. Okay, now the first one's random sampling, and that's exactly what it means. You randomly pick people to ask a question to. All right, so systematic sampling is when you ask like every nth person. Okay, now nth being a number, so you can ask every 7th person you see the question. Okay, so there's a system to it. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ask a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ask a question. Okay. Then the last one's stratified sampling. This is when you separate. Oops. When you group people up. Then randomly ask. Okay, for example, we're in high school, so let's say we split the school up into freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Then we randomly picked from the freshmen and asked a question, from the juniors, sophomores, and seniors. Okay, so stratified is you split them up, then randomly ask from each group. Okay, you can split boys and girls. Okay. All right, so the next questions. What type of sampling is being used in each situation? Tell whether the method will produce a good sample. So when we're asking if it'll produce a good sample, it just means is it biased or not, okay? So a teacher splits the class into males and females, then asks 5 males and 5 females what their favorite animal is. Okay, this is that stratified. And it is a good sample. Because there's nothing that's creating any bias. Okay, so 6, a phone company randomly selects 200 people from its customer list to deliver a survey to. All right, so this is random. It helps that they use the word sometimes. Okay, now this I would say is biased because they're only asking people that subscribe to their phone company. So they only ask people in their network. Okay, so to me that would be a biased. 7, you select every nth person to take a survey. Now remember nth, n is just like a variable we use. I mean, it could be fifth. It could be second, okay? So this is systematic. Okay, and there's not a lot of information, so I would say it's not biased. Because you don't know where, or you don't know the question or anything like that. All right, and that's it.